y'all? Welcome to my live. Easiest to get professional results without having to put in a whole lot of effort system. And it's going to be a gravity-fed, self-watering base wicking system that is going to have a reservoir. And I might throw some bubbles in it. I might not. I haven't really decided yet, to be honest with you. Now, I know I just grabbed my damn scissors, but I don't know where I put them, so I'll be right back, chat. Oh, you know what? I got a Modelo left from last night, fool. But you know, in the homegrown cannabis space, much like the real estate space, there's a lot of gatekeeping. Alright. So, normally the system is set up for 4 plants. I actually, if you saw my earlier video, have modified it for 2 plants in my veg tent. And so, I'm going to take the other 2 and put it with this 4 right here to make 6, which is how many plants I can legally have flowering in my state. And I'm all about doing everything legally because for many, many years I was not legal, and much like Royce the 5'9", we ain't meaning to be legal, so please leave me with the keys to your G Beagle. That's the way I was living my life, and so anybody that's lived that lifestyle knows it don't go nowhere. Oh, but Todd, now you grow weed. That's just drugs. Okay, bro. Just finish your Suboxone, processed cheeseburger, and back the fuck up off my nuts, please. I would appreciate it. Thank you. Also, if you think you're gonna embarrass me with Jesus because I smoke weed, I'm close with the Lord, close enough to not have the cognitive dissonance to not think He sees the faces I make when I masturbate. So, yeah, go ahead and tell him I'll be puffing on the fucking Mary Jane. Hey, you know, fun fact, he knows that about you too. So this is what comes in here. Oh, it comes with some pots. That's nice. I should do a separate unboxing video. Oh, fuck that. Spider Farmer don't give me no money. It does come with a lot of these, which is dope. These are dope. That comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it even gives you an extra one. This is your reservoir right here. This is your flow valve. This is the whole key to the operation right there. I'll put these bad boys over here. Guys, I have so many extra grow supplies. If you're starting to want to learn how to grow and shit, man, like, follow, and subscribe. Especially if you're here in Missouri and you can come meet me to grab some of the crap that's just taking up space in my garage. And plus, I'm the opposite of a gatekeeper. I want to share what I learned, you know? And honestly, I'm just doing this for educational purposes. Otherwise, I'd be using my RDWC system that I designed that's dope as shit. It is dope as shit, and I'll do a video on it later. Now, when I tell you I designed these systems, you're like, you didn't make it from scratch. No, I didn't, but find the 6-pot one for me, if you would. Find the 6-pot one with the ports for fucking a bubbler in it. Find the 6-pot one with the reservoir. You're not gonna find that shit, okay? One thing I will say about the Spider Farmer is the design is cool, but what I don't like is the drainage holes. There's hardly any fucking drainage on these, and these little 4-part things, man, they fall apart. They're a pain in the Disney. And I clicked this content wasn't for kids, so if you're 5 years old here and he hears me say Disney can get me. That's your fault, dog. Get your kid. What are you doing? Get your kid off the internet. Ooh, it comes with the black cord. The black cord. I don't like the black cord, honestly. I prefer the white because if you move your pot and you have the white cord, which is, it's not about a race, don't be that way. Oh, it's like these ones right here. You can see, like if mold or something gets on that, you can see it. On this, Brody, maybe, maybe. They do give you plenty of tubing. This should be enough to run the whole thing. We'll see. These little proprietary things, try finding, man, if you wanted to build this system on your own, this is why you have to buy Spider Farmer. It's one of the biggest bones I have to pick with them. If you want to get this size, good luck. Good effing luck. So we'll put this together second. I got to decide first, do I want to put the reservoir in the tent or out of the tent? So there's two different things to consider. Is in the tent, you're going to have to worry about the heat from this light. And well, that's the only heat that you're gonna have. I used to have a badass air pump with my RDWC. I still have it, but there's a lot more to take into consideration with that son of a bitch right there. You know what I mean? You gotta freaking, it puts off some heat and stuff in and of itself. I had to hang it. But these reservoirs are super dope. I've got a couple of these, not just the Spider Farmer ones, but man, if you was to have to grow outdoors, right? And you didn't want to have to carry a lot of weight, these things, they make them in up to like hundreds of gallons, but they're super duper dope. You get that and cocoa coir bricks, and then your nutrients are just powders. If you had to hike way out in the woods, like allegedly people used to have to be able to grow back in the day, it'd give you a leg up. So this is all the valves and stuff for this. The only reason that I'm not looking at the instructions, guys, is I'm very familiar with this system. Like I said, I've put together a couple of them to the point where I've even redesigned some aspects of it for the better, I think. Which one is that thing? I forgot. It's right here yet. Okay, so, now I'm just putting the feet on the legs. These little collapsible reservoirs are super duper handy, man. Now, the most I've been running one so far is 3 seasons, and I haven't had any issues. Knock on wood. I'll show you guys my main reservoir for my RDWC system. I jacked it from my old place of employment. Not really jacked it because I was given it by the manager and it was just trash. But just the overflow valve. And also if you want to exhaust it outside. So the biggest consideration of whether this goes into the tent or not is going to be how much space does it take up versus the pots. Because every time I run a canopy, the canopy is going to be over this by the time the stretch is done. And they're into flour. I'm gonna take you guys along with me on that journey too. And like I say, please subscribe. I'm trying to be able to show people how to do stuff. I like to do this, and I like to be a good dad. I like to teach guys that want to learn how to be a good dad, what I've learned about how to be a good dad. I'm trained to be a facilitator in a program called Good Dads. I like helping in the community. I like being my brother's keeper and my sister's protector. And I would love to just do that for a living. Right now I telemarket for timeshare. And it's really like the seventh circle of hell. I was trying to be a realtor because I worked my way up to a production manager at this cannabis company, and I had extra income, so I invested that income into myself, and I got a real estate license. And I was basically just using my main job to pay all the fees to be a realtor to try and get it off the ground. And long story short, I fucked the money up. Well, I ran out of money because I got laid off from that job, and then I took a 50% pay cut, but my bills kept 100% of their value. And I lost everything I've worked for that past couple of years because I helped a fucking dude out. But no good deed goes unpunished. All right, the reservoir is assembled. So push out. I'm not going to fill this up right now because on this system, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have 2 plants popping every month. So I'm gonna stagger it, which is going to be another benefit of this system right here. It's going to be the ability to stagger plants. It's super user friendly, super hard to mess up. And another really cool part about it is going to be the fact that you could run the plants in different cycles, and I'll be able to trim completely and scrog, which I just figured out this last go around that I needed to move this big ass tent about 2 foot off that wall over there. This part is what makes the whole deal work, and it's also proprietary. I'm going to do a series on how to build one. Really, I need a 3D printer, not to copy this one, but because I have a better idea for a design. I'm going to bring it over and show it to you, though. Basically, the water comes in here, goes out there. Let's see if I can pop this bad boy, because you got to take this foam out. If you buy one of these, make sure and open it and take this out first, or else you're going to have a bad time. But anyway, it's a little float valve. When the water hits it, it closes the valve like this. Super simple. This is the only moving part in the whole system. And it is not powered. It's powered by gravity. While I'm over here, I'll show you guys. This is my RO system that I usually have run into my RDWC. It goes right through there. So I'll be able to just fill this bad boy. This is either going to go right here or right out here. I haven't decided yet. You guys are going to get to decide with me. What's up, everybody? Sorry if I haven't been responding to the chat. I'm just trying to assemble this here thing. So if you guys are wanting to know how to grow hydroponically for the first time and get professional grade results, this will let you do it, man. And I don't want to hear, oh, it's not hydro, you got cocoa coir. Guys, cocoa coir on these self-watering bases is for sure hydro. That's called a wicking system. If you look at the what is the equivalent of the Bible for growing weed, it's called Marijuana Horticulture by Cervantes. My little brother, Joe, if you're watching this, can I get my book back, dog? And I know you're ready by now. Come on, dog. I'm just kidding, Jody. You know I love you. All right, so here we go. Time to assemble the rest of this Beatrice. So these are the little 2-part pain in the ass things I was telling you about. First, you got to make sure that they match right. Right now, it's easy because they're in the A and B bags. Ooh, then you got to make sure they're going the right way. And there's so many moving parts on this. There's more moving parts. I mean, they don't move while you're doing it, you know. But any points of failure is what I'm getting at. You know what I mean? And these are not, if you've seen the AC Infinity system, it looks like a shop vac nozzle on them bitches, and they ain't going nowhere. Where are they going? Nowhere. Alright, now the hardest part about doing this right here is just installing these little damn things. But you just gotta hawk to it, spit on that thing. Got some little. Alright, we got one down. What the fuck? That's what I'm talking about, man. Just like little shit like that. much yet. We just gotta figure out how to route this bitch. Either way, I could potentially run the big reservoir right to this Beatrice. So, do that, or right here's the play. But it's too low, so that's not going to be the way. So here's how it's going to go. Wham. Right there. This chicken's pulling me back with the tricks. Hey, listen, luckily, your boy got hella hoes. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So that's gotta go to the fucking flow valve too. I forgot that. It's gotta be along that way too. Let's see what kind of fucking shit. Well, chat, I can't put it through that. I don't want to put a hole through my tent. I really don't. I might have to. Does that go through a fucking rock? That's what it's going to boil down to, chat. Will it go through a fucking grommet? First, we gotta find where we put our grommet. These spider fuckers. Okay, chat. So here's what I'm thinking. I take my fucking grommet maker and I heat that part up to where I can singe a freaking hole right through. I don't think it'll fit. How far off do we need to be? Alright, so first and foremost, let's move this out of the equation. Get these closer. They need more space. There we go. That's about where it would really be. So let's try to get the fan in area. Over there. That takes up too much real estate. This is not going to be an in the tent thing. It's a learning process for everybody, guys. But, so, this, it's about way. Pause that zipper there. Oh, fuck that. But then it's going to be the biggest pain in the dick on planet Earth to fucking open, though. Not really, actually. Yeah, I will. Move it right here. Okay, so it's going to have to go outside. That's the best plan I could think of, is have that fucking tube go through. move you to right here for a moment so we can get some measurements. So, this bad boy. Right. How well that works, we'll see. Oh my God. Chat. Sorry, chat. Oh, can you see that? Chat, that fucking worked perfect, chat. Alright, that changes the whole game on how we're doing this then. I'm gonna move you back out. I'm setting up a 6-plant wicking hydroponic system for you guys. Because I fucking love you. And I want to show you the easiest way you can get professional grade results. Put this back up. Or actually, we're going to move you guys. I can't believe how well that fucking worked, really, chat. And it won't fray because I used heat. It's crazy the things you just figure out growing. Alright, chat. I don't know what retouch is. I just accidentally turned it off. Hopefully I don't fuck y'all up. Alright, so now that drastically frees up what I can fucking do right here. Oh my gosh, that's so dope. Can't believe it worked. Let's close these up. Close these up. I'll zip this. Oh, come on. Alright, so it's on there as good as it'll get. And now, I'm gonna have to clip that down, but that's alright. That's fucking dope ass shape. A little bit more. Let's go a little deeper. There we go. Oh. And that way, if I need to, I can just run, bam. Alright. Perfection. Alright, chat. Can you see what I'm doing now? Alright, we're gonna have to figure out the final positioning on these. I should have lost my scissors. I'll be right back, chat. So I know the question a lot of y'all are asking is, Todd, how'd you get so handsome, dog? And you know, it's hard work and dedication is really all it is. So now, fuck, I really need to consult ChatGPT on what would be the best way to do this as far as the spacing. But it's gonna be pretty close either way. Wow, bam. So the very first thing we're gonna do . Tuas, que estão dizendo? No. Alright, so let's get to it right there, right? Approximately that. one more of them fucking things, and I know I got some because I ordered a shit ton when I was trying to build this system on my own, and that's damn near impossible to do because everything's proprietary. But you know what? I might need to adjust that down even a little bit more. We'll see. Yeah, I know I'm. So, if you guys want to see how the first one went, this is also a deviation of how they say to do it. Of course, they don't say poke a hole in your $200 tent either. Obviously. Let me grab a couple clips. Fuck, did I just dump this shit in here? Alright guys, copy. This is, oh shit. So I did the first one. See, it comes in the splits. Now we're gonna run the rest. Hey, if you guys are enjoying my content, please like, follow, and subscribe. Keep in mind guys, it's just live, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know what I'm doing most of the time. Why is this doing all this extra shit? There we go. Alright, now we're going to fix the rest. so tired of that light chat. We're almost done now. Just to help that along a little bit. Alright, just help this little buddy get adjusted to holding on to that right level. Just gonna put that right there for right now. Alright. So now there's just one more left. Keep this piece just in case I want to only run 2 at a time. Alright, almost done tapped. I don't know if you guys are as happy as I am. I've been procrastinating this shit. You know, it's a good thing about me having all these extra hose. You know what I'm saying? I got hose. I got hose in different area codes. Area hose. Hose. Everybody's like, this dude is mentally retarded. Alright, chat. You ready to see the final results? Wow. So, got my RO comes in through there. I got this right here. The float valve's under there. It loops to all 6 of these sites. If you guys live in Missouri and you want help setting up any kind of home grow, holler at me. Look here, guys, I'll show you this too. Pardon the mess. I got laundry everywhere. I'm a bad person. And I work at home. And I'm a dude. But I don't just know how to set up the waking systems, guys. This is what I took out to put in there. I mean, if you want to set up a badass RDWC system, dog, holler at your boy. Holler at your boy. How do I say hi back to y'all? I love y'all. Man, I don't know how to even do these, guys. Hey, soil bro, you're right. But, hey, dude, you know what? It's not even pump failure that fucking scares you, dog. Because the pumps, you don't, I mean, you don't have to worry about them. What you have to worry about is my dumb ass fucking stepping on an extension cord and slightly unplugging a pump and killing 2 fucking white widows that were like 3 weeks prior to. That's what you got to fucking worry about. But yeah, honestly, dude, the reason I'm using the cocoa and the self-watering bases, Jeremy, you sound like you're a person that like knows how to grow and shit. I'm trying to show somebody the easiest system they can set up to get kick-ass results. Here's a little jar of my personal weed right here. We'll pull it out. This is just what I've been smoking on. It's out of my recent crops. I'll show you guys like what I'm talking about. Can you guys see that? Probably not. Probably not good enough. Can you guys see that? That's what I grow. Some Jenny skunk. Or Jenny Kush. Got a fuck ton of shit. Matter of fact, we're gonna take this and sacrifice it to the bone gods while we go cut the strings. So if you're getting any value from what I'm doing, please, please, please like, follow, and subscribe. Especially subscribe. It helps me out. It really does. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. If you live in Missouri and you want grow tips, you want to hire somebody to help you set up a grow, if you want genetics, bro, you just want some out, holler at me, you know what I'm saying? Alright, so we're almost done here today, chat. All we got to do is just put some of the threads in the system. So I'm going to show you how we do that real quick. Everybody, please subscribe, like, follow, and share. Tell your neighbors to subscribe, like, follow, and share. The people at work, if you could ask them to subscribe, like, follow, and share. As it sits right now, I still got to work tomorrow, but I'd really love to make that not always true. Of course, I'll still be going to work every day. I'll just be working for shit that matters and shit that counts. guys, if you ever wondered what it was like to build a grow op with ADHD, wonder no more. What the fuck I just did with the heavy rope? Which now I need. I guess we're gonna be using this one. Fuck it. I'm gonna give it one more look see. Nope, there it is right there, man. Alright. Disco biscuits. So. Guys, if you're wondering how much string you need to use for each one of these, here's what I do. Oh shit, I'm spilling up more water. I'm going to take it down to there, take it down to there. And then that's how long I need one string, and I need 2, 4, 6, 8 of them. Yeah, as you might be wondering, if you add more string, does it give more to the plant? Honestly, guys, no, it doesn't. I mean, the 2 is plenty. Really, 1's plenty. If there's something wet touching it, that's all it takes for that capillary action to take effect. So, do with that info what you will. You know, every time you like, follow, and subscribe, a newbie grows some dank weed. I don't know if you guys knew that or not, but it's the truth. Every time you like, follow, and subscribe, a newbie grows some fucking dank weed, and they were depressed is what you didn't know. And the dank weed actually got them off the fucking depression, off the PTSD. They don't have to take any psych meds that fuck them all up no more. And it's all just because you like, followed, and subscribed, guys. Also, please go follow me on Instagram. I need like 800 more followers to be able to monetize. I got monetized on Facebook. I made $433 and then got demonetized for saying cocaine on a post about cocaine. And guys, if you do end up setting up this system for yourself, you're going to see how easy and hassle-free. I mean, you set it and forget it. You're not going to ever have to open this tent. You could really, I've seen some other creators do it. I'm thinking about doing a creator tent challenge where I don't open the tent. I've been reaching out to Mobud314. He don't ever want to message back, but I guess he got 70,000 followers. He's probably pretty cool and popular and everything. And plus, I'm Kansas City, so 314, you know that's the Lou. And we love our illusions, but we rep KC Mo. Fellas and them ladies know. You know what I'm saying? Alright. I love it when you finish up a task. And then I just gotta fucking get rid of all this bullshit ass cords. And I gotta do a little cord maintenance on my tent because I normally don't have my shit just hanging like that. I'm embarrassed for you guys to even see that. Luckily, you can't see most of it because it's hidden under that flap, but I am not doing well on my cords. Let's just put it that way. Also, fellas, when you subscribe, I've heard that it makes you get an extra inch on your penis. And ladies, if you subscribe, I've heard that you actually get an extra cup size on your breast, but you lose 10 pounds. I don't know, you know, that's anecdotal evidence. But, I mean, it's worth a try to subscribe, I would say. You know? What's the worst that can happen? But Yeah, I love growing plants. The Lord has taught me so much about life and His Word from growing plants and like seeing the way that the Lord grows things. One of the ones that comes to mind the easiest is like, all right, so the Bible says, you know, when you get wealth fast, it goes away fast, but wealth gathered up little by little, that sticks around. And when you grow a plant, you'll see that's because the way that the Lord grows things is low and slow so that it gets thick, so that it's unbreakable, so that there's many different levels to it. That's how the Lord grows shit. So, yeah, that's it. That's about it for my live guys. When we do the transplants here in a little while, you know, I'm gonna bring you back in. You know, I'm gonna bring you back in. So, we'll do one more quick. So here we go. We did the reservoir coming in to the flow valve, our 6 bases in the 5x5 tent, 6-inch fan, little clip fans, 1,000-watt light, humidifier, dehumidifier. This bad boy right here. I'm trying to get AC Infinity to send me stuff because I love their stuff, but I can't really afford it, and I want to show you guys more stuff. I only had 3 people. That sucks. Oh well. Thanks for joining my live. It was pretty boring live anyway. And if it's over an hour, they won't let me cut it up on that fucking thing. Oh well.